So this woman in this scene is in her 20s. And so she's saying it's been 10 years. I was a child. And he said, you knew what you were doing. He's a good 20 years older than her in the scene. And when the scene first starts, she's cowering and he's a shadow. She's cowering like a child. And listen to the dialogue again.
Indiana Jones. Always knew someday you'd come walking back through my door. I never doubted that. Something made it inevitable. So what are you doing here in Nepal?
I need one of the pieces your father collected.
I learned to hate you in the last 10 years.
I never meant to hurt you.
I was a child. I was in love. It was wrong and you knew it.
You knew what you were doing.
Now I do. This is my place. Get out! Mohan, Temigru, Bulianu.
I did what I did. You don't have to be happy about it, but maybe we can help each other out now.
That's it. That's child rape.
Indiana Jones. Always knew someday you'd come walking back through my door. I never doubted that. Something made it inevitable. So what are you doing here in Nepal?
I need one of the pieces your father collected.
I learned to hate you in the last 10 years.
I never meant to hurt you.
I was a child. I was in love. It was wrong and you knew it.
You knew what you were doing.
Now I do. This is my place. Get out! Mohan, Temigru, Bulianu.
I did what I did. You don't have to be happy about it, but maybe we can help each other out now.
So that's insane, right? Let's just play it again. And this time that you saw the scene, we're going to discuss what really is happening. So this woman in this scene is in her 20s. And so she's saying it's been 10 years. I was a child. And he said, you knew what you were doing. He's a good 20 years older than her in the scene. And when the scene first starts, she's cowering and he's a shadow. She's cowering like a child. And listen to the dialogue again.
Indiana Jones. Always knew someday you'd come walking back through my door. I never doubted that. Something made it inevitable. So what are you doing here in Nepal?
I need one of the pieces your father collected.
I learned to hate you in the last 10 years.
I never meant to hurt you.
I was a child. I was in love. It was wrong and you knew it.
You knew what you were doing.
Now I do. This is my place. Get out! Mohan, Temigru, Bulianu.
I did what I did. You don't have to be happy about it, but maybe we can help each other out now.
That's it. That's child rape, guys. That's and the way that his unapologetic, everything about that is insane. She's like, I was a child. I was in love. I didn't know any better. He's like, you knew what you were doing, whore. And she's also an alcoholic in this movie. Like she's like, this is my place now. I've grown out of it. It's so horrible. And that's all from Steven Spielberg. And then you get into Heather O'Rourke, the girl that died from a ruptured rectum, the poltergeist girl, Heather O'Rourke. She died from septic shock on set. And the kind executives told the parents that it was the flu. Yeah, it's so bad that a lot of people can't even face it. And they just hide with sarcasm. They go, oh, that's great. Indiana Jones having sex with an 11-year-old? Wow, that's great. No, it's disgusting. It's horrible. And you look into more of his movies, and it's all about, subversion. It's all about killing God. You can't kill God, but you can try and kill God in the heart of man is I'll show you again the Sistine Chapel versus E.T. The world is run by images because images go beyond. So that's the Sistine Chapel right there, God and man almost touching fingers. And then you have E.T., which is a monster and a little boy touching fingers, and there's light. And in the background is a sphere representing the moon. And the alien's hand is in the shape of a Nambla triangle. And his fingers look like wieners, by the way. It's so bad that, like, what Spielberg was selling in that Amblin, what Spielberg was selling in Amblin, the short film he made in 1968 that Universal then signed him up for a 7-picture deal, is he could show pedophilia in plain sight and no one would know. And then even if you look at the cover of Schindler's List, it is Schindler's List is the image is a adult and a child's holding hands, which is another Nambla symbol. And so, yeah, you wouldn't know this stuff because instinctively, you know, like when I hold my son's hand, it's cute and fatherly. It's like, oh, no way. These sick reptilian psychopaths don't see it that way. They see it as a symbol for what they're really up to. And Spielberg in interviews have said that on E.T., on the set of E.T., he would act like a child and children would act like him and there was no difference in age. And it's so sick. Yeah, Amblin, N-A-M-B-L-I. And it's a little kid against a moon. Check out what DreamWorks is. DreamWorks, a little kid against a moon. It's all the same, guys. It's like Katzenberg, Spielberg, Geffen. They're all part of this alleged. Yeah, like compare Amblin symbol to DreamWorks symbol. You have a lonely child in the moon, and then you have the crescent, and he's holding a pole. It's so insane when you know what these people really do. And if you think I'm just some whack job, look at the arrests, look at the convictions of child endangerment, child sodomy, sexual abuse of children. Look at just the people that were around Leonardo DiCaprio, how many of them had to go to jail for it. And these are the people that actually get caught and prosecuted. It's so ugly. And so that's why, I'm having a really good time out here in the snow, burning some fire, protecting my kids. You can hit me up, hugepianist.com, if you want to check out my last few specials. Feed the bear a little bit, support, because I don't know how long my YouTube channel is going to be up. It's been taken down a few times, and now that I'm up over, I'm 230,000 subscribers, I'm guessing it will be taken down again. Because pedophiles, oddly, don't like being called out by giant men with mustaches. I'm pushing 6'8". Most pedos are under 5'7". That's a fact, because they're very childlike. They feel weak. Because here's the thing about pedophilia, guys. Pedophilia is obviously not about sex, it's about control. It's about evil. It's about re-victimizing. It's keeping a cycle of abuse going. But the main thing is control. It's the same thing about people who kill little baby kittens and stuff, and little puppies, the people that hurt animals. That I've killed animals that could kill me to eat them, in the least cruel way possible. The people that hurt animals, it's the same thing. They want to feel like their own God. It's about Satanism. You're your own God. Do as thou wilt, right? That always ends up going to control and to passing evil on. And there's no worse thing than hurting kids. And so when you see the Steven Spielbergs of the world and how they hide in plain sight and no one can do anything about it, that's what makes them so happy. Their happiness is derived from the fact that everyone knows what they're doing and no one can do anything. And that they can watch as parents bring their kids to go watch these movies. And the symbology, I mean, I could do a whole thing on Jurassic Park. I'm not gonna, because some of it's so disgusting. But they watch and they laugh and they cackle, you know, because they know something that no one else does. And so, I don't know, man. This segment got a little off the rails here, but it's a topic that I really hate talking about, but needs to be discussed. Because nothing shames the devil more than people without fear just talking about it, saying it. I've taken down people like Spielberg in my life, and they're not strong. It's all an illusion. It's all a hologram. It's nothing there. It's a Wizard of Oz. You know, the Wizard of Oz, do a whole thing about that. That's about the gold standard. OZ, ounces, you know, the Emerald City, green. Don't look at the man behind don't look at the man behind the curtain. And guess what he is? Guess what the Wizard of Oz is? He's short. He's a little dude. You know? Follow the yellow brick road to the Emerald City. It's right there. About the Federal Reserve. All right. YouTube.com/Owen Benjamin Comedy. HugePianist.com. Much love, everybody. I'll see you around. Bye for now.
For those looking for the ultimate source of energy for their day, every day, the Brain Synergy Combo is here. Combining the powerful Turbo Force and Brain Force Plus nootropic formulas, this combo has what you need to hit your maximum potential every day. Take the tasty tropical berry-flavored Turbo Force instant drink mix with you on the go or at work to help provide you with focus, clarity, and energy. And to reach your full potential, hit the next generation of advanced neural activation with the Brain Force Plus nootropic, a fan-favorite formula fueled by powerful, time-tested ingredients for a true 360 win. With this combo, you can have energy wherever you need it, at home, on the go, in the car, and more. Get pure energy on tap and take advantage of old and new InfoWars powerhouse formulas with the Brain Synergy Combo. Head to InfoWarsStore.com today